Hi there, it's Rose. Welcome to my channel. Today, since Easter is right around the corner, I thought it would be fun to color up some eggs. So I'm not doing the traditional hard-boiled eggs. I'm actually going to be coloring in some plastic eggs and some foam eggs. So this is a heavy-duty solid foam egg, and you can purchase these at Hobby Lobby. Sometimes you can find them at Michael's or the dollar store. And then some of the plastic eggs. And this is, your traditional plastic egg that you would fill with jelly beans or any other Easter candy that pop right back together. And the solid white is a very good surface for mixing some alcohol inks on. So I'll be using these two style of eggs. I have a small selection of alcohol inks out, some in pink and a little bit deeper red, some purple and some yellow. And then I have my ink blending tools, and this is the traditional original style of ink blending tool of sort of a rectangular shape. And these do have a felt pad that I attach for blending alcohol ink. So traditionally, when we do ink blending with our ink pads, we're using a foam pad. But for alcohol inks, you want to use the felt. So I have that one along with a round one. Either one would work nicely as long as you do have the felt pad attached. Now, I have some rubber gloves on because alcohol inks can stain your hands pretty quickly, and it does come off with rubbing alcohol or a Purell, but just to save my hands for this demonstration, I did put on some rubber gloves. I have some extra felt pads if I want to change those on my daubers, but I also have some alcohol blending solution, and this is very good to sort of help thin out the alcohol ink and give you almost a different marbleized look when you're blending it on the eggs. So I'll do a quick demonstration of how it goes for blending on these plastic and heavy foam, solid foam eggs, and show you what that looks like. And then I will show you some of the other ones that I've completed. So the first thing that you want to do is, of course, open up your alcohol inks, and it really just takes a few drops on your felt pad to get a lot of color saturation. So you can see this is the fuchsia one. And for ease of blending, I'm just going to put a couple of drops of the blending solution. And then we're going to just sort of dab it on the egg. Now, you can do the dabbing motion like this. You can sort of swipe the alcohol ink. I like the dabbing motion the best because it helps to give almost that marbleized effect to the egg. So it's very easy to do. And with supervision, you can probably do this with the kiddos as well. And it's a nice way to decorate some eggs for maybe your table decor or a tiered tray. Alcohol ink does dry pretty quickly, so you don't have to worry about that. It air dries without having to use any type of heat. It'll dry pretty quickly on the non-porous surfaces. So this is almost giving me a solid look with this fuchsia. Now you can blend your colors as well. I'm just using this fuchsia pink, and you can see it's almost starting to get that little bit of a marbleized look to it. So it looks like what we would think of as a marble egg, and as I said, it's one that goes through pretty quickly. So I'm going to just set this down and add a little bit more color to my felt pad, I might mix in a little bit of this purple or grape color to it. And you can mix the colors right on your felt pad. It's really not going to make mud. I'll put a little bit more fuchsia just to get a deeper color saturation there. And a couple of little drops of the blending solution. So we'll go back to our egg. And here's a little bit of the purple coming in now, and you can see how pretty that looks mixed with the fuchsia. Now, another way that you can do it is you can take the egg apart, do half of the egg, and then, you know, let that, might be a little bit easier to hold it if you decide that you don't want to wear the rubber gloves. And then you can also, you know, set that down and do the other side of the egg. And I'm just doing a light pouncing motion. If you don't have a dauber, you know, it works a little bit easier with that. But if you only have pieces of the white felt, you know, you could actually do it without the dauber. Just, you know, wrapping the piece of felt maybe around your finger. Again, if you're not opposed to getting a little bit of inky fingers, which as crafters, most of us are used to that. And you can leave a little bit of white showing. That looks just as nice. Sometimes when you get your fingers in there, you may get some prints that you might want to cover up. But in the end, when you're looking at these eggs, it really doesn't stand out. What you do see is just the nice mixture of colors. And these really look really pretty in the sunlight. So if you have your tier tray in view of your window, you'll get a lot of sun reflection bouncing off the vibrant colors, and they look really pretty in that case. So I'll set that one down, and you can see it's got a nice mixture of the pink and purple. And I'm got pretty inky gloves, but that's okay. And now we're going to try the other dauber, and we're going to use this sort of greenish yellow color. And we're going to try this on the foam egg. Now, my gloves are going to dry pretty quickly, so I shouldn't have any contamination when I go to pick up the other egg. But again, it's really no problem when you're mixing the alcohol inks because they all blend together pretty well. So I'll just open up this color and I'll put it on my other dauber. And we'll see how this looks. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of the alcohol blending solution. You don't have to. And here's a pretty golden color on this egg. Now this is the solid foam egg. These eggs don't come apart, and they're if you haven't seen these before in your stores, they feel like almost the weight of a real egg. And if you can't find the traditional plastic ones that come apart, these are just nice decor pieces. Again, for your tabletop, for if you're doing some special arrangement on your kitchen island and you want the look of eggs for Easter, these are really fun to use as well. So it does spread a little bit easier on the foam egg than it does on the plastic. On the plastic ones, your applicator may tend to slip a little bit. This one, because it's a solid foam, it does take the ink very well. And I am getting a little bit of pink in there from my gloves, but that's okay because I really do like that marble look. I like the blended look. It just looks like we colored these eggs in a bowl. So in this case, it's more of a pink and yellow. Now, if I wanted to just get a solid of one color after I used something vibrant like the pink, I would just change my gloves or clean off my hands if I'm not using gloves. So we'll set that one down, and that's a little bit of a look of how the foam egg as opposed to the plastic, but you can see all the really pretty color blending that you get on both eggs. This one I'm going to leave some white showing as well. So I'm going to show you now some of the ones that I've already completed with different colors, and I'll let you know which is plastic and which are the foam, and we'll take a look at those. Okay, so I have my basket of color alcohol ink eggs here and all ready for my Easter decor. And so I went from these solid white plastic eggs, the traditional eggs that you can pick up in Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or even the Dollar Tree, or the foam eggs. This is the solid foam. And to this basket of eggs that I've colored up with alcohol inks. So here is a closer look at that fuchsia pink egg that we were coloring, and this is the plastic one. You can see, hopefully you can see like the marbling look to it. Here is one with some of that gold and green that I did. Here's one of my favorites. It's a really pretty blue. You can see all the striations in that one. This is one of the foam eggs, and this is the purple and pink. Here's another foam egg. This has got pink and gold and some yellow and green. It's a nice marbled look to that one. And again, you can even decorate these further by maybe adding some stickles or Wink of Stella for a little glitter. Here's a really pretty gold one. I love all the colors in these. As I said, if you have a window in your kitchen or by your dining room table and you set these out, the light will really reflect and bounce off them. Here's another pink. It's almost a reddish pink. And you can see I added a lot of the blending solution here, so you're able to see a lot more of the white. I also, rather than pounced this one, I did more of the swipe effect. So you can see that it has even more of a marbled look to it. Here's another one that is more of the deeper purple, some blue, and some pink to that one. This is another one of my favorites. It's a green and yellow and almost some of that gold look to it. So just play with your alcohol inks, get them out, and just have fun. Each egg will be unique and different, and that's the best part about it, just like when you're dyeing real hard-boiled eggs for Easter. Here's another one with the pink and purple. So this is a very fun little craft to do around Easter time. I love to do this with my alcohol inks. And again, just $1 bag of the plastic eggs or the foam eggs are just about the same price. If you can find those, they work just as well. You do want to stick with the solid white in either case because the alcohol ink will really show off better. I know that sometimes in the Dollar Tree we see ones that are clear or the translucent. The alcohol ink, you really don't get the same effect when you color on with those as you do with the solid white, and that's why I prefer these, whether the plastic or the foam. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look and you'll consider maybe making some of these for your Easter table. Thanks so much for watching, subscribing, and giving it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.